Boom! At the open, all-time high for the S&P 500.
It's your boy Jimmy. Jimmy.
Now, what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil, doesn't make up happen.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning I wanna turn on this. Becky quick. While the average man looking at this sad like she fine as it. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like 5'6". I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want a stock pick. I know that booty got dry, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-Wops crossing. Rich with hot V's and pushing hot strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater, Batman pajamas, house slides, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounces. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottle. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thumb, grow with the marijuana. Waking up with the fun, some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and stop. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETLs, making profits. I jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call a short squeeze. You get the drop, pull the trigger, and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. And I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light right up, watching them gaming profits. While I'm still in my same big profit. They used to watch me move them packs. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Used to run from the ATL and the cop. Now I run down ETL. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? Him make profit. Hey, Shug, Mike, what we doing? They make profit. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? Him make profit. That TTG money gang, making profit. We some snipers.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. The stock market rally continues. A massive green day all across the board. Apple did it. Apple saved the entire market. Everybody was worried about mega cap tech earnings moving to the downside. You had all of your mega cap tech companies, Amazon and Microsoft and Alphabet and Meta. Oh my, they all got crushed. Not Apple. Apple separating itself away from the rest of the FANG names. Apple surging, one of the biggest days that Apple has ever had. I think the biggest day on record for Apple is over a 9% gain in one day. But today, that stock is ripping to the upside, up 7.5%. That is a huge move for Apple. And that is taking the rest of the market up with it. Guys, we had just hit fresh new highs on the day on the SPY. That's 389.24 is your high. And that, folks, is a massive level of resistance on the SPY. We've been talking about this 389, 390 level now on these live streams for the last couple of days. And we are knocking on the door of that level here now today. All right, knocking on the level there here now today. You also have a bunch of small caps that are hot right now, guys, that are putting up there at new highs, QNGY, EPIX. So there is a lot of action going on here in the final trading hour of the day, the final trading hour of the week. My name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader and now the current head trader at True Trading Group. Guys, I've been doing this for quite a long time, okay? I've been doing this for about 16, 17 years now, and I began my career working at a fund in New York City. It was my first job right out of college. Then 2008 happened, and that was the Great Recession, the stock market crash, but also was the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. 6 nights a week, we do these lives where we drop golden nuggets. I give you free lessons and education, myself, other professional traders from the TTG chat, as well as special guests will come on here, and we share with you golden nuggets and free lessons and education that can help you guys become more profitable traders immediately. If you're ready to learn, trade, and profit for real, you've come to the right place. So take a moment, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share this stream on your own social media, guys. Let's reach out. Let's educate. Let's empower as many retail traders as we possibly can. All right, guys. So like I said, it's a big day here in the overall markets, and we've sniffed this out. You know, we've absolutely sniffed out this move in the markets. It's funny, actually, where I made my money today, actually, it's nuts. Because on a day where Apple is up as big as it is, and a day where the market's up as big as it is, you want to know where I made my money today? Short on Alibaba from early in the morning. So it's a nice little solid green day for us here, guys, inside of the TTG chat, inside the TTG family. It's been just a wild last couple of weeks. It really has been a wild last couple of weeks. And this market, people refuse to accept the fact that the market can still move higher, even in the face of the things that have been thrown at the market over the last couple of weeks. You know, a lot of the catalysts that had the markets worried, a lot of those catalysts are behind us. The market did a very good job of holding together during that time period. If you guys were to go ahead and you were to take a look at the SPY, and you think about everything that we have been able to absorb and everything that markets have been able to kind of move past in the last couple of weeks, guys, I mean, the inflation number, well, that number was behind us, right? You had your earnings. Everybody was worried about earnings. What was going to happen with the earnings? Are the earnings going to be really bad? Are the earnings going to be, is that going to take the markets to the downside? And so far, earnings have not been as bad as people expected them to be. Now, your mega cap tech earnings were worse than what people expected them to be. And those stocks got absolutely gutted, minus Apple. But everything else, you look around at a lot of the other companies that have reported earnings, and folks, a lot of the other companies that reported earnings were actually pretty good. You have a handful of other companies, especially your Dow components, a lot of your value stocks their earnings have actually been completely fine. Some of them have actually been pretty damn good, all things considering, in the environment that we're in, and rising inflation and the issues with the strong dollar, and a lot of the things that people thought were going to really lead to a horrific earnings season did not necessarily come to fruition. It was a mixed bag. And I kind of expect this earnings season to be a mixed bag. We've talked about that on these live streams, where some companies are going to be worse than others. Some companies, it's going to be all doom and gloom. And other companies, it's going to be, hey, things actually really aren't that bad, and we're actually doing pretty well. And now the markets have been moving to the upside. There's no way anybody could have really ever thought that you'd be looking at a scenario where Microsoft, Amazon, Meta, and Alphabet were all down more than 10%. In the case of Amazon and Meta, we're down over 20% at their lows. I mean, Amazon's had one hell of a bounce. Amazon was in the 80s last night. It's back to 102, 103. That's a huge bounce in Amazon. Not so much for Meta, but a huge bounce for Amazon. But if you had told anybody a month ago that those four companies were going to completely bomb on earnings and they were going to drop anywhere between 10 and 20%, you ask anybody if that resulted in the SPY being at 389, there's not a soul on planet Earth that would have thought that a month ago. But yet here we are, absorbing the negative earnings from these major tech companies, which are by far the biggest companies in the S&P, and the S&P is still churning higher. Why? Well, you have companies like all your oil companies, Chevron and ExxonMobil, hitting all-time highs today. You have companies like McDonald's up at new highs. You have companies like Caterpillar making new highs. You have a lot of these other areas of the market. Your healthcare stocks have been very strong. United Health, AbbVie, a lot of these Merck hitting new all-time highs. There's a lot of different areas of the market. Some consumer staple stocks like a General Mills hitting all-time highs. You have a lot of other areas of the market that might not be as sexy as a Tesla, or may not be as sexy as a Snowflake or something like that. But those are the stocks that are actually moving to the upside. And those are stocks that are outperforming in this environment. And you are on pace for the best month in Dow history since 1976. Let that sink in. You are on pace right now to have the best month since 1976 for the Dow. Yes, as we sit here now today, the Dow Jones up a astonishing 830 points today. We've been absolutely doing nothing but ripping to the upside, and there's a lot of people that continuously are trying to short this move to the upside, and they've been getting run over the last couple of days. This is where having a macro understanding of what the markets care about and what can make the markets move to the upside and to the downside, that's why it's so important to get you guys on the right side of the trade and the right side of the direction. Not to just sit there and say, yeah, but inflation's high, so the stock market has to go down. Yes, inflation has been high for the last several months. You can't just sit there and say, yeah, but the Fed is going to give you 75 basis points on Wednesday when you have your Fed meeting. That's already priced in. It's already fully expected that they're going to give you 75 basis points. That's not a surprise. So the market has been able to put a lot of the negative catalysts behind it and has now moved forward and gotten itself all the way back up. You've started a new bear market rally. You've gotten all the way back up to a massive level of resistance. I have that line drawn on my screen, in the bottom right of my screen on the daily chart. You guys can see this line very clearly. Used to be a support level back there in the early September. We broke underneath it. Then it became resistance. You also had the Fed day. This is the Fed day on September 21st. That's the high of the day. So that level now becomes resistance. You also have the 100-day moving average, this little pink purple line that you guys see on my screen. And you see that resistance level now really start to come into play. And that's where we currently find ourselves, the market just knocking on the door of this resistance level. And it's just in time for a Fed meeting come Wednesday. Yes, the expectation is 75 basis points. I expect them to give you 75 basis points, especially since the market have already priced it in and the market already expects 75. The market's going to expect it. You might as well give it to them. And then maybe you can slow down in December, January, as you roll into the beginning of the year. But there's a lot of talk right now amongst a lot of portfolio managers a lot of contributors that come on and are interviewed on CNBC, but there's a lot of talk about people that are expecting the Federal Reserve to not be as hawkish as they have been at the November meeting that is just literally going to happen on Wednesday. And I agree with that statement. I think that there is more room for this bear market rally to go as we get a lot of the negative catalysts behind us, because I think the Fed is going to be less hawkish. That doesn't mean that I think they're going to give you like a smaller rate hike. I think they're going to give you 75 basis points, but the tone in which Jerome Powell is going to give his statement afterwards, I think is going to be a little bit less hawkish. And hear me out and let me explain to you why. Because if they give you another 75 basis point hike, they're getting now to a point where they are very close to the Fed funds target rate, where the market's going to start to look at this and say, okay, well, the Fed has been as hawkish as they possibly could be for the last 2 months. And the markets have gone down, rightfully so, because of that over the last 2 months. But the market's going to start to look at this and say, peak Fed hawkishness is behind us. And when you start to look at the 2 months prior of the most hawkish Fed that you or anyone that is on this live stream, it's the most hawkish Fed since Paul Volcker in the early 80s. So unless you were a market participant in the early 80s, these last 2 months were the most hawkish Fed you've ever seen in your life. Now that you get another 75 basis point rate hike, the Fed is almost at their target. You only have another 50 or 75 basis points to go in total. So maybe they give you, a 50 basis point hike in December and then a 25 hike in January, or maybe a 25 in December, a 25 in January, and then they pause and they say, okay, we raised our rates. We're going to stay here now. We'll wait and see what happens with inflation, and then we're just going to stop and we're not going to raise rates anymore. We're not going to move them lower, but we're just going to stop. We're going to pause. And the market starts to look at this and says, well, the last 2 months, the Fed was just hike, hawkish. Now look forward to the next 2 months. The next 2 months can't be as hawkish as the last previous two. And that's how the market is going to start to read this. That's a lot of the reason why the markets are moving to the upside, because investors are saying we survived the hotter than expected inflation number that you got earlier in October. You survived earnings. You survived a complete meltdown in the biggest companies in the S&P other than Apple. Okay, when you look at Microsoft, Amazon, and Alphabet, the biggest companies in the S&P after Apple's number one, they all absolutely melted down between 10 and 20%, and the market still survived. You had interest rates on yields go all the way to 4.6 on the 2-year, 4.3 on the 10-year, and the market still hung in there, and the market still survived. A lot of people keep calling for the rug pull, but you really got to start asking yourself, what is the reason for the rug pull now? The couple of catalysts that are going to be left for the potential rug pull would be, in my opinion, the only catalyst that's going to give you a true rug pull is if the CPI number for October is actually higher than it was in September. That really, I think, is the only catalyst that's left to give you a real rug pull. Now, if you get a more hawkish tone out of the Fed again at the November meeting, yeah, that probably makes the market go down. But I don't know about, when you talk about a rug pull. When a rug pull, I think when someone says rug pull, I'm thinking, the market goes back to the lows. I don't see that happening right now because I just don't see the catalysts that are there for that to happen. A lot of the catalysts that could have gotten us back to the low are already behind us. A huge spike in interest rates, in yields, well, that already happened. Yields have now started to pull back. Of course, they can go higher again, but they've started to pull back. We already survived that in yields, and the market only went to 365. We didn't go back to 348. We went to 365. That happened right here. That was this little 3-day pullback that you guys see on my screen right there. That was that 3-day pullback. That was when yields spiked to levels that you haven't seen since 2008. That was then. And the markets have moved to the upside. You survived earnings. Now you've got your Fed meeting. And if the Fed's not as hawkish as they have been in the past, what catalyst is there to bring you back to the low of the year? You only have 2 months left in the year. And these 2 months, don't forget, are historically some of the strongest months of the year. Typically, you have seasonal strength between November and December. That Thanksgiving to Christmas timeframe is where, that's typically a strong time in the overall markets. And now you're coming off of what is going to end up being, unless there's a massive red day, in the market on Monday, this is going to be the best month for the Dow since 1976. So as we look ahead, I'm actually in the camp that, and listen, I've been wrong about it so far, but I thought that before the year is over, I thought that you would see a meaningful decline in inflation. You have not seen it yet. All right. Your CPI numbers for the month of September were not a meaningful decline by any stretch of the imagination. Okay. By any stretch of the imagination. I don't think, we're still in the 8s. You still got a reading of 8.1, your last CPI reading, which was higher than expected and is still extremely high. I thought that by the end of the year, I think I talked about this in like August, where I thought by the end of the year that your CPI numbers would be like anywhere between 6.5 and 7.5. And maybe that's still the case. We may still end up there by the time you get to your December read. But so far, we've still been very stubbornly hanging in the 8s. So if you get a meaningful decline in inflation going into the end of the year, and if you get a Fed that is signaling that, hey, we're pretty close to a pause, that would give you the runway for the Santa Claus rally that I've been talking about. And I talked about a Santa Claus rally since August about, hey, watch for a sell-off in September, stabilize in October, and then we give a Santa Claus rally November and December. Right now, the fundamental catalysts are seeming to start to line up that way. As I just start to look at what are some of the things that could possibly make the markets really move back towards the low of the year. And it's not earnings, right? Earnings are behind us now. And so that didn't do it. That huge spike in yields, that didn't do it. The inflation read is really all that's left, I think, that can get you back to the actual low of the year. And it's very possible that number comes, hey, who knows? Maybe that number comes in 8.2 and last month was 8.1. That would be horrible. That'd be a horrific number that would see the markets move significantly to the downside. But we'll find that out on November 10th. Don't try to predict these type of economic data reports. The smartest minds on Wall Street have not been able to accurately predict what these inflation numbers are going to be. They haven't. You have not had one of these CPI numbers come in at the expectation. Not one. So don't try to guess what these things are going to be. Let them come out and react to them. Have a game plan based to say to yourself, okay, well, if the number comes in like this, I think that's good or bad. And therefore, or if the number comes in this, I think that's good. I'm going to go long. If the number comes in this, I think that's bad. I'm going to go short. Have a plan. Have a plan. Be flexible. Be nimble. Be neutral. Don't be biased. Don't be one of those people, because the people that are stubborn right now, you have people that have been trying to short this market for the last week, and they're getting completely bulldozered. They're getting completely run over. It's no different right now because you're like, oh yeah, but inflation is still high, so the market can't go higher. No, you're wrong. The market can go higher even though inflation is still high. It's the same reason why so many people got run over in 2020. In 2020, when everyone's like, oh, the economy is shut down, the economy's closed, so the market has to go down, and everybody got run over trying to short the market. These are the times where, it really pays to have professional guidance, professional, mentorship, professional education to understand the macro picture so that you don't get yourself completely run over and fall victim to your own stubbornness by saying to yourself, no, the market can't move higher. It has to go down. It has to go down. Everybody told me the world was ending. It has to go down. I thought Credit Suisse was going to be the Lehman Brothers moment that we were all waiting for. It has to go down. It has to go down. Well, while the market has to go down, you're losing your entire account by continuously to buy put options. Stop. Stop. Trade this environment. It is the greatest trading environment that I've ever seen in my entire career. You've had more moves of 2% or more in the S&P this year than you've had in any other year in history. A greater than a 2% move in the market is massive. Massive. It's not normal that you see 2.5% moves in the S&P on a daily basis, but you got that already this year like 25 times, something like that. I don't know what the exact number is, but it's the most times in history that it's ever happened. And members of True Trading Group are taking advantage of that opportunity. They're taking advantage of that volatility because that volatility equals opportunity. Right? That's it. And members of True Trading Group are making money because of it. Plain and simple. Watch, guys, members, TTG, you guys making money this year? Just type the $ in chat if you're making money this year. This is just for members. For members that are part of True Trading Group. Are you guys making money this year? Just type the $ if you're making money this year because of the TTG platform. Just go ahead. Just type the $. You guys aren't members. Just pay attention to some of the comments that are coming through chat right now as the markets still sit up here right near highs. I don't have any long positions on right now, guys, in front of this 389. We've got 30 minutes to go. I'm not carrying a long into the weekend. You know, we basically caught the long here all week, and I'm not carrying it over the weekend. All right, so I'll put that out there now for anyone that's curious or anyone that was asking. I'm not carrying the long over the weekend. I'm going into the weekend flat and neutral. Okay, so we caught the long all week. I'm not carrying it over the weekend in front of this resistance level. We'll wait and see what the Fed does. But if you guys are not members of True Trading Group, just pay attention to how many $ you see come through in chat right now. These people typing the $, they're just like you, no different. They found us the same way you did, and that's one of these live streams. They have all the same excuses. They've lost money before. They've got no experience. They've got small accounts. They've got full-time jobs. They've been scammed by some other group before. But yet now they're telling you that they're actually making money. Thanks to TTG, I already paid off my daughter's tuition, and I'm sleeping well knowing my second kid's school is paid for. My boy Jimmy, bro, that's absolutely incredible, man. That's the type of stuff that we strive for. Those are the goals that we try to reach here in True Trading Group. It's not about Lamborghinis and mansions and all the stupid nonsense that you see on social media. It's about that. It's about being able to pay off your house. It's about being able to pay for your kids' tuition. That's really what it's all about. It's about going to the grocery store, not worrying what the price tag is at the checkout counter. That's what we do this for. You know, it's about for people that are worried about what's going to happen next year. Everyone's talking about a recession. Everyone says unemployment's going to spike, right? Well, it's being able to know these stuff. You know what? Well, I'll be able to supplement my income if I'm able to learn this skill and become successful at it. You know, that's what True Trading Group is about. It's not about, you know, flying on a private jet and driving around a $500,000 Lamborghini. That's not what we promote here. That's not, you know, that's not what we advertise. That's not what we discuss. That's not what we strive for. That's not what our goals are. Our goal is to empower those who wish to empower themselves. Retail traders and investors that are tired of being on the wrong side, that want to actually get a real education, the same level of education I received when I worked at a hedge fund in New York, and get access to tools and resources that professional traders use that help them make better decisions. Because these things are expensive, but they help. All the scanners and dark pool data, unusual options activity, analyst reports, right? Insider buying, insider selling, short data, all of this stuff professional traders use to make better decisions, right? So you should also be using them, but they're expensive. You know, these tools could cost you $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 a year. That's not a lot of money for the trader at Goldman Sachs or Citigroup that has a lot of their own tools and resources within the firm that they work for. But for the average retail trader, that's a lot of money. So we spend years building relationships with those companies to put those products on our platform at no additional cost to you, so that it's all included when you guys join the TTG family. You know, that's what True Trading Group is about. And we're still sitting up here near highs. We're still sitting up here near highs. Got a bunch of comments that are coming through here in chat. I've been dropping the Hamiltons and picking up the Benjis and Grovers today. Where to go, chronic investor? Yes, Kevin Walford goes, I'm up $200,000 this year. Thank you, TTG. Way to go, Kevin. That's incredible. Way to go, Kevin, man. Oh, that's incredible. Hernan says, not only am I making money, I feel more confident when placing a trade. I made my membership 21 times already. That's incredible. I'm up $300 today, says Victor Valdez. Hadn't had a losing trade in 2 weeks. Curtis Patrick, congratulations. I was right there with you. I hadn't had a losing trade in like 2 weeks, but I had a losing trade yesterday. I lost money in AMD yesterday. I think we talked about that yesterday. But then back on track with a green trade here today. But my 2-week streak did come to an end. You keep yours going, Curtis. Curtis, you keep yours going, man. Keep it up. That's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. I love to see it. I love to see all of these comments that are coming through in chat right now. How do you use those tools, Mike, in which situations? I use those tools on a daily basis. I use these tools on a daily basis. It's going to be, the news feed that we get from Benzinga. That's over $1,000 if you go to Benzinga directly. It's included on our platform. And I use that every day, to make sure that I always know what news is coming out, and getting that news as soon as it hits the wire is extremely important. Traders that get the news first win. And that's not a debate, that dark pool data, unusual options activity is something that you guys can look for. The scanner is something that I use on a daily basis to tell me what stocks are making new highs, what stocks have a volume surge, what are my top gainers, what are my top losers on the day, so I can find relative strength and relative weakness, read the momentum when stocks are making new highs or new lows. These are all things that we focus on. The social sentiment scanner, so I know exactly what ticker symbols are being mentioned most on Reddit, StockTwits, and Twitter. That helps me really get a gauge of like, what are other people looking at? Where's people's attentions lie? That's really helpful for people that trade small caps specifically, to really be able to get a gauge of what stocks are going to have that momentum, because of the stocks that are really stocks that people are really focusing on. Way to go, Jay Jowdry. I made 3 times my small account today alone. That's incredible. To 3 times your account in one day. I don't know how you did that, but that's incredible. Congratulations. $1,000 on the SPY today in about an hour for my boy Gary Garcia. Great job. Jason Spinadelli says, what percentage of members are profitable? Jason, I honestly do not know what percentage of our members are profitable and which ones are not. To be honest with you, I do not know the percentage. What I do know is that far more of our members are doing well, as you can see from the comments from people that just came through in chat. But as much as I'd like to congratulate the people that are having success in True Trading Group, I also think it's very important to recognize those that are still struggling. And all of our members are not killing it, Jason. We still have members that are still struggling. It's not realistic to say that. We have 10,000 members in True Trading Group. I know that all 10,000 of them are not going to be successful, but that doesn't mean that we leave those traders behind. In True Trading Group, we hold red to green workshops where the moderators and I hold live 2-hour workshops where members that are still struggling can submit to us questions, topics, lessons that they're unsure about, that they're having a hard time with, mistakes they keep making, whatever they think is holding them back, they can tell us what it is. And then we will actually hold live workshops on those topics specifically for those people, totally free. We don't charge anything extra for that. We leave nobody behind inside of True Trading Group. And actually, one of Adam, who's my business partner and co-founder of True Trading Group, is actually in a town hall meeting as we speak, who was actually going over and talking to any members that were still struggling during this period. And these are people, most of the people, these are people that maybe just got caught shorting the markets today, and just did not recognize that the markets are moving to the upside, but he's actually helping people right now. So, the overwhelming majority of our members are doing well. I can tell you that 78%, Jason, of our members renew their membership. Now, I know that's not the same as how many people are profitable, but I know 78% of our members renew their membership when their year is up. I would find it hard to believe that if people were not progressing and getting better as traders, that they would want to renew their membership. So they must be seeing some success and seeing some progress. I think that's a fair assumption if they're going to be renewing their membership, but I don't have the exact percentage of how many are profitable and how many are not, but I do know the vast majority are. So hope that helps answer your question. Like I said, don't have the exact number for you, but I do want to be fully transparent and straightforward with you with regards to that. All right. Awesome. All right, guys. So I'm up 200 off a few shares of Amazon alone. Way to go, Memphis Street Doc. Yeah, Amazon, one hell of a recovery from yesterday's earnings. You had a huge gap down yesterday, just a huge gap down yesterday after they came out with earnings. That stock dropped over 20%. Now it's only down 7. So, to only be down 7% is in my opinion, is actually pretty impressive. And another stock that I'm looking at right now, guys, is this QNGY. This QNGY has been holding up pretty well. This is a recent reverse split, and you have a massive resistance level up here between 450. And this thing has been trying to hold up here at VWAP. I just want to keep an eye on this. So this thing gets back over $4. You got to watch this to maybe give you a short squeeze after the close. We only have about 25 minutes to go. So you are starting to run out of time here. But if this thing gets over $4 and you start to see volume pick up a little bit, you have the potential of a short squeeze. This is an advanced type of trade where you have the potential of the stock halting. So anyone that is going to be trading QNGY, I would suggest that you have hotkeys. I would suggest that you adjust your position size for the possibility of a halt, so you don't get yourself caught in a position where the stock halts and you're not able to do anything about it. Looks like you have support there at 350. If it breaks under 350, I would let it go. But if it gets over 4, you could see a short squeeze over 450 into the close, and maybe the stock can actually move higher after hours. So it's something that I'm watching. It's something I'm keeping an eye on. I think a lot of people shorted this stock today up over 4. And if that thing starts to climb back up towards highs, you could see a squeeze. But it's got work to do. I'm not ready to do something yet, but I'm watching it right now with you guys live. If it gets over 4, I'm going to start to possibly think about maybe a short squeeze type of a play, which stops under 350. And if it gets under 350, though, in the meantime, I'll just leave that. I'll just leave that be and leave that alone, as I won't look to enter a trade here in the final 25 minutes of the day. But something that I am watching here very, very closely, folks. Something I'm watching very closely, that's QNGY. As the SPY, I don't necessarily, I think the SPY, I don't see us getting through 390 here today. I think we might just kind of finish the day right up here near highs, and you probably close in between 388 and 389.50, and you just kind of, wrap that up in the final 25 minutes of the day. We'll see. I don't expect anything major to happen in the final 20 minutes. Amazon tried to get back over that 102 resistance. Apple is the strongest in the game right now. You have a big resistance level on Apple that sits right around 157, 158, which is the 200-day moving average, which is 157. And then that previous pivot top from the middle of September. And that's going to be a tough little level of resistance for Apple. But I think Apple has really solidified itself. I mean, if there was ever any question about, Apple being the greatest company on planet Earth, I mean, it's just unbelievable how well this company is run. And when every other tech company just got crushed, Apple comes out and they're like, actually, things are pretty okay on our end. And everybody is just, I feel like a lot of people that exited some of your other major tech names are rolling themselves right into Apple right now. And they're looking at Apple as really the safe haven that it has been for years. And they're just flocking towards that stock again here today. It is the best in breed. And you really got to start questioning the whole FANG. I mean, I know that the F in FANG used to stand for Facebook. They changed their name to Meta. That stock is now nowhere even in the same discussion as the rest of the tech companies, not even the same realm. So you can just throw that out. That stock didn't even participate in any of the rally today. It's not even correlated to the overall markets anymore. I mean, Meta has just completely kind of gone off all on its own. But you take a look around at stocks like, Alphabet, huge recovery day today. But when you look at what that stock has done, and you take a look at Microsoft, huge recovery day today, but you take a look at where these stocks are in comparison to where Apple is, Apple has really separated itself away from these other companies. And now it's like Apple, then you have Alphabet, Microsoft, Amazon, and then Meta is just completely, has fallen off the face of the earth. And Meta is in the same conversations now as like a Rivian or like a Peloton, like a Zoom video, stocks that have fallen from grace and are not looking to become leaders anytime in the near future. So that's kind of my thoughts regarding like the overall markets. and overall tech with where we sit currently right now, just under that 389. Like I said, still have eyes on that QNGY to see if that gives us any type of action on this QNGY. Still can't get over 4. So I'm not really interested until it gets over 4. And if, like I said, if it gets under 350, I will lose interest completely if it gets underneath that 350. Thanks, Wizard. I love that TTG is G-rated. My wife, 3 daughters, and Cito all see the live without any fear of language. Join this family-oriented group. You won't regret it. Yes, we do. We do try to keep it a family show. We do try to keep it a family show here for everybody. I know that a lot of our viewers and a lot of our members do watch these lives with their kids around, and we like to keep it nice, clean, and classy here and keep it focused on the education to help you guys make money. That's why we're here. We're not here to talk about politics. We're not here to talk about anything other than what can make you money in the market. And that is what we've been able to accomplish all year long. It's what we've been able to accomplish. And I'm going to continue to do it here for the rest of this year. We've been spot on with this rally back in the markets. I'm proud of you guys. I really am. You know, some of our members have had their biggest days and their biggest months ever. As a matter of fact, guys, just if you had a milestone this year, like if you had your biggest day or your biggest month or your biggest win streak, just comment something in chat. I just want to see, you know, what kind of milestones that you guys have been able to lock in here this year and what has been the greatest trading environment that I've ever seen in my entire life. Just go ahead, guys, and just kind of make a, you know, type of comment in chat. I just want to see, you know, how many of you have been able to achieve some milestones. I love reading about it. I love the messages that I get from people. It's always a lot of fun. Biggest 6 months ever for Bruce Sears. Great job, man. Really great job. Biggest 6 month streak. That's awesome. Absolutely incredible. My biggest milestone is the education that I'm attaining from TTG. Way to go, AZ Jackie. That's a new member too. That's a new member. Yes, way to go, Stockbuster. The first time I've had 5 of 5 profitable day trades in a row. Great job. I earned back my teaching membership in just 2 weeks. That was a goal of mine. 1 full green week, so 5 green days in a row. That's a goal of yours. Great job. My biggest day and my biggest month ever for Skyburst. My first green year for Hit the Bid. That's incredible. 4 out of 5 green days this week. I've been able to bring my portfolio from red to green. Great job. I nearly blew up my Prime account before coming to True Trading Group. I've learned new strategies and I'm recovering profits every day. Great job. Just awesome, guys. Woo! Way to go, Ashley Wade. Get it. Ashley Wade, after I gained confidence, I took control of my 401k, up 50K this month. I start every day with TTG. Yes. Oh, that's incredible. Woo! Great job. I fired my fund manager a long time ago. I know more than he does now. Yes. That's what it's about. It's about taking control. It's about taking control of your own financial future, guys. I love it. Made more money this past week in trades than I ever have before, says Jonathan Wilson. Congratulations. 5 for 5 this week. Kevin Walford, who's up $200,000 this year. Great job. 6 green weeks in a row for Handsome Landon and only 3 red days the entire month. That is one hell of an accomplishment and one hell of a streak. Oh, wow. Maury, 59 winning trades since September 1st. That is impressive, my man. That is impressive. Really great job. Really great job. I love seeing it, guys. I love seeing it. Listen, for those of you, let me touch on this. I think we've got best month ever for Robert. Best month ever for Robert. Oh, yes, I definitely will. Dave Norbert says, Mike, tell Toner thanks for the UNG put. Yeah, that was a really nice trade. Nice little gap down on natural gas today. Traded lower. You guys were able to rip some nice profits off. TC joined yesterday, and I love it already. The platform's amazing. The education is wow. That's from TC. TC just became a member yesterday, already enjoying their time with us. Excited to have you part of the team. $51,000 since I joined in July for Z Joka. Absolutely amazing. Guys, listen, let me, how many people are on the live stream that are not members of True Trading Group? I just want to see if you're not a member, type TTG, please. If you are not a member, I know I've been talking to members a lot so far. I've been asking members a lot of questions, but if you're not a member, just maybe type the letters TTG. I want to see if you're not a member. You guys can just sound off, comment, and chat real quick, and I'll just want to see who we have here that is not part of our group. We got about 1,000 people watching us live. I'd like to see how many we have here that are brand new. We got Jonathan Wilson, Tiffany, we got Jay Gang, CAK, Jamie, Sesu, Vincent Coletti, Uma, George Ryburn, Camden Kelp. I think you asked a question on last night's live stream, if I'm not mistaken. We got Nick, we got Joe F, Silver Eagle, Kimasabi. What's up, everybody? All right, so we got a lot of new faces that are with us here today. Del Barrio, John, what's up? Amin Sharif is a brand new member. Welcome to the family, Amin. Way to go, Gary. 4 to 5 green days this week. That's a first. L, yes. Consistency, folks. That's what it's all about. Consistency. That's what we strive for. That's what we pride ourselves on. That's what we'll teach you, is consistency. Not those YOLO, home run, high risk, high rewards, but consistency. Iverson Allen, new to the fam. Jeff, new. Twisted Merm, new. Twisted Merm, welcome back. I know you've been on these lives before. Listen, guys, let me touch upon this real quick. I got a special guest for you that's actually going to join me for the final 15 minutes of the day here. Smooth Operator, how are you? I have a special guest that's going to come on here, but there's a lot of people here that are brand new to the group, but I just want to make sure you guys are aware of the offer that we've got running here over the weekend. For those of you that want to take advantage and get yourselves part of the TTG fam before the Fed meeting. The Fed meeting is Wednesday, so you guys do not have a lot of time left. Tomorrow is also Trader Palooza. Trader Palooza is an all-day virtual trading workshop that's open from 8 a.m. till 8 p.m. tomorrow, where the mods and I host 1 hour-long workshops every hour on the hour. It's the most intensive educational training you are ever going to experience. I guarantee you're going to learn more in one Trader Palooza than you've learned in the entire last year trading on your own. That's tomorrow. And then the Fed meeting is on Wednesday. So there's a lot happening. And then after that, there's your CPI data. If there's anybody that's on here, that all of you that are typing TTG, stop trying to trade through this market environment on your own and start typing the responses that you are seeing from other TTG members when I'm asking them how they're doing, if they're reaching milestones, if they're making money, if they're becoming better traders. Start becoming part of this group. Let me tell you how you guys can join real quick, and then I want to bring on a very special guest that I want to introduce all of you to that can really, I think a lot of you can really relate to. The membership to True Trading Group, guys, okay, it's normally $2,212 for the year. But since you're on this live stream, you don't have to pay that. That's if you just went to our website on your own. We have a coupon code and a discount that's available for people that want to join here before Sunday at midnight. So you guys can go to ttgoffer.com. You can enter the coupon code TTG121, click apply code. The price will flash green. It'll drop to $11.47. That's a 48% discount off on our membership. And you guys will get a brand new free laptop. We got 15 laptops until Sunday. That's all that we have. 15 are not going to last until Sunday. Adam has tried to get more. We tried to get 25. I feel like that might have been enough to last over the weekend, but we were unable to do so. We have 15. That's all we have for the whole weekend. So the next 15 people that go to ttgoffer.com, you're going to see a laptop inside your checkout cart like you see on the screen. So you're going to see a laptop. Okay. You're going to see a laptop in your checkout cart. Yep, there it is. As long as you see that, that's how you know you're getting one of the 15 that are available here today. Once the 15 are spoken for, the laptop will no longer appear on the website. All right? You don't have to enter your address to get the laptop. You'll get a welcome email with instructions how to claim the free laptop. It's free. We cover the shipping. We ship anywhere in the world. We have members on every corner of the globe. As long as you live on planet Earth, we will get you that brand new free laptop. If anybody has questions, you can send a text to 786-505-4049. Do not hesitate. Send a text message. Don't call. It's a text-only phone number. Send a text message to 786-505-4049. And you guys can join the TTG family before all hell breaks loose next week with your Fed meeting. And then you're going to be looking at your CPI data for the month of October is going to be the week after that. So if you guys want to get yourselves in chat and take advantage of this offer, the price is going to go up Sunday at midnight. And then we only have the 15 laptops left. So take advantage of this here right now. There are no upsells for courses or tools. So everybody that typed TTG before that said you're not a member, when you join right now and pay the $11.47, you're going to get every single course that we have. There's no upsells for courses. It's a simplified and expanded upon version of the educational training that I received when I worked at a fund in New York. You're going to get the Benzinga Pro real-time newsfeed, TradingView's premium charting software, Quote Media's level 2, the Trade Ideas scanner, a simulator from ET&A, our own proprietary scanner that lets you create custom scans, analyst ratings, dark pool data, insider buying, insider selling, short data, access to our chat room and the mods, all of our trade alerts that we've been able to maintain a cumulative win rate of around 80% for the last 2 years, access to our mobile app that gives you push notifications whenever the mods enter and exit trades and let you listen to the audio analysis, even if you're not in front of your computer. 2 small private study groups so you can talk to one of our pro traders, ask questions, and really speed up that learning curve. And of course, a double your money back guarantee. I'm dead serious. I didn't stutter. We offer a double your money back guarantee when you guys join the True Trading Group family. I stand behind this platform. I put my money where my mouth is. I see the results that our members have. And I am confident enough to tell you that if you join True Trading Group, here's the deal. This is how the double your money back guarantee works. Join TTG right now. You'll pay $11.47. Go through our courses, pass our quizzes, attend one study group. You do those 3 things and cannot make the $11.47 membership fee back at least once during your membership, I'm going to give you double your money back. I'll give you $2,294 in return. That is how much I stand behind the platform that we've created. I don't think you need the double your money back guarantee, but it's there for your peace of mind. We've only had to give a refund to 2.6% of our users since 2016, and we have a retention rate of 78%, which I mentioned to you earlier. So based on those stats, I can very comfortably say that this has worked for thousands of people, considering we also do have 10,000 active members in the TTG family from all over the world. And I'm willing to offer you a double your money back guarantee for the next couple of people that do join the TTG family here throughout the weekend. So ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code, click apply code. The price drops to $11.47. You'll get the laptop as long as you see it in the checkout cart. You get the 48% discount. And of course, you get yourself the double your money back guarantee. All right. The laptop is going to either be Asus, Acer, Dell, HP, or Lenovo. There's no better deal on the planet, says Chronic Investor. I don't know. This XXX2G Fund says free virtual girls chat here. I don't know. It looks like they're competing for the offer here for best offer of the day. Who clicks on these things? One of you click on these things. Otherwise, they wouldn't keep coming back here. One of you click on these things when they spam that inside of our chat. Stop. All right, guys. So like I said, if you have any questions about the membership, you can send a text 786-505-4049. Brand new high of the day. Brand new high of the day for the SPY. And with that new high, we got to welcome Rajiv. Rajiv, welcome to the family. There's 14 laptops now left. Rajiv, welcome. That means now there's 14. So you go to ttgoffer.com. You enter the code TTG121. You click apply code. The price drops to $11.47, folks. And you guys can claim that brand new free laptop. Get yourselves part of the family. And remember, if you can't make back that membership fee at least once during your membership after doing those 3 things, I'm going to give you double your money back, $2,294. All right. That's the deal when you join the True Trading Group family. You have any questions, send a text to 786-505-4049. So new fresh high, 389.50 now on the SPY as we continue to churn to the upside, guys. Unbelievably strong day. All right, guys. So with that being said, we got about 5 minutes to go before the bell. I think we're going to bring on my business partner and co-founder of True Trading Group, Adam. You guys, the teaching members, know him as Shug. We got a very special guest. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. We have a very special guest that's joining us here this afternoon that I think you guys are going to be really excited about to get to know and to hear their story.
It would have been super awkward if I didn't come on.
I thought you.
No, I'm multitasking like crazy. There's a lot of stuff going on right now.
Yeah.
But this is super important. All right. So I'm gonna bring on a member. His name is Zephyr. All right. Or that's his username in chat. Zephyr.
Zephyr. Yep.
And Zephyr's the reason I want to bring him on today is because he started with a really small account, and somebody in chat, and I hope that they're watching this this live stream, but somebody in chat today was saying that it's not possible to start with a small account and have success trading.
Not
all right.
true.
No, you don't need to say not true. I don't need to say not true.
Right,
I'm
that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm glad you brought
Yeah. This is it was perfect timing.
Perfect.
What's up, buddy?
Hello, am I on?
Hey.
Oh, excellent.
Zephyr, what's up, man? How are you? Thanks for coming on here. I'm excited for you to share your story. I think there's a lot of people on here that really could relate to you. And there's a lot of misconceptions. So, when Adam told me you were coming on, I was really excited about it. TTG fam, everybody say what's up to TTG username Zephyr, Zephyr.
Yes, hello guys. It's very nice to be on the stream with you all. Very nice to actually sit down and talk to you, Mike. And I've been in communication with Adam before, but today was a beautiful day in the stock market for I'm hoping everybody. I know there's always winners and losers, but it was one of those days where the wins outweighed the losses, and that's for sure. I started actually yesterday. I thought it would be a good idea to enter some Apple puts because a lot of earnings were going bad. So Apple puts, they looked great for the first 15 minutes, and then it all showed back up. And yeah. I was with Adam. I was like, oh, I guess there goes lunch for tomorrow for all my friends. And then today it was, I figured since Apple earnings, they did pretty good. I was like, what, the market's actually going to be pretty bullish on that news. And there we go. I started trading a bunch of SPY calls. And today I almost tripled my account value, which was beautiful to hear because I started out with about $700 USD, went down to about $400 after the Apple earnings calls or puts. And then today I made it about with 1,200 USD in profit. So we're not to talk about values, but I mean, honestly, it was one of those days where the dedication, stop losses and take profits, those are the biggest thing. Without stop losses and take profits, people are most likely just gambling. So today it was one of those things where we're disciplined, watching the technical indicators, and then just sitting there with the stop losses and the take profits. It actually proved out right, and we did it. We did it, guys. We're finally looking up.
Awesome. Oh man, that's fantastic. Great job. And you know what I want to you brought up something very specific about managing your risk, managing your stop losses, sticking to your stop losses. Too many people, especially when they have a small account, too many people think that the only way to grow the small account is to swing for the fences and say, okay, I've got $500. How do I turn 500 into 1,500? And then I'll trade for real. And that's the wrong way to think about it. That's how people blow up their accounts over and over and over and over again, by sticking to your stop losses, controlling your risk, and just grow that account little by little. That's how small accounts grow. It's not, small accounts don't grow by a trader hitting 1,000% gain on an earnings play. They grow by consistently pulling profits out and building upon so that they have more buying power. They can take bigger position size over time, and then the wins kind of compound on top of each other. There's the closing bell. I just want to let everybody know that the bell is closed. There you go. The bell just rung. We are now closed. Huge day for the overall markets. We're closing right at highs of the day. We're right at that major resistance level, 389, 390. But Zephyr, I want to kind of get back to you. And just kind of, talk to you about what would you say to people that are watching right now, that are listening, that maybe think, oh, well, you know, I can't join your training group. It's $1,100. I can't, you know, if I do that, I only have $200 left in my trading account. It's not enough for me to trade with. You know, I always tell people that I'd rather have, you know, a $500 account with an education than 50,000 and no education. But what would you say, you know, would be the likelihood of someone growing their account kind of on their own, swinging for the fences, versus getting themselves a real education, going through the training, and doing it the way the True Trading Group teaches?
Yeah, like, okay, so yeah, education matters. It's pretty much the ground. You can't build a house if you don't have a foundation, right? And education would be that foundation. Now, when I started, I started like, you know, like I knew the pop boom was going to happen in like 2016, 2018, whatever. So I started trying to do things then, and, you know, a couple $100 here, a couple $100 there, and then I would forget about it for a couple days and didn't really know much. And now I'm sitting here every day with you guys in the morning Florida Club. I'm sitting here like out throughout the day. I'm learning about FOMC meetings. I'm doing, like, I'm learning more about the market than I've ever thought possible, that I ever like would have dreamed of. And, you know, it's that, because of that education, why I'm doing so well now. I just want to mention too, is it's like when like people sit there and they're just like, you know, I don't have enough money for this. Is I didn't. I went out to Toronto for a modeling vacation kind of thing, and like had to, like, you know, try a chance to grow my career. But because of that, I actually was able to get my credit limit increased. So I was like, you know what? With this credit limit increase, I'm going to buy a TTG membership, and I did. And since I bought that, I have actually turned it around to actually, like, you know, because I knew like investing in myself was super important. So now that I've done that, I've actually been able to turn around, like, I'm still making all right money to, you know, fund my bills and stuff, but because I had that credit limit increase, and I knew that something would be valuable to buy a TTG membership. And since then, I haven't looked back. It's been one of the best investments I've ever made. So definitely, if anybody's thinking about it, you definitely need to join TTG just for the education alone. Don't think about, oh, it's bad if I'm going to lose $1,000 and then all of a sudden only have $200 to trade with. It's way better to trade with that $200 than it is to trade with 1,000 and go down to 2. Trust me.
That's true, man. That is very, very, very true. That's a good way to look at it. A lot of people would, you know, they wouldn't even think twice about putting $1,100 into a stock, or possibly losing $1,100 in the stock market, but they hesitate when they're actually making an investment in themselves. And that's what it is. And the one thing that Zephyr just said, he literally just said, it's, you know, was the best investment that I've ever made. And that's how you guys have to start looking at this. You're not joining a Discord where I'm just going to tell you what I'm buying and selling. You're going to get an actual real education to understand and get a similar version of I went through a 3-month educational training program, and I worked the fund, and you guys are getting a similar level of education when you guys join the TTG community, and access to the tools and resources that can really help you guys throughout your journey and increase the chances of success. You know, so I just think that it's really good to kind of have you come on here and kind of talk people through this, because a lot of people think that they can't do it with a small account. And we have a lot of members that are here. I mean, just members that are listening to the live stream. Maybe you guys can just type the number 1 if when you started you had less than $1,000 in your account and now you guys are making money. Just literally just type the number 1 if you had less than $1,000 in your account when you started, just like Zephyr, just like some other people that are starting off with small accounts, but now you're making money. You guys can just maybe type the number 1 in chat. I'm curious to see how many people were in the same position as Zephyr, starting out with just less than $1,000. And anyone that's not a member, if you're watching this, just look how many people are going to type the number 1. These are all members of True Trading Group that started with less than $1,000 in their trading account, and now they're making money. You do not need to have tens of thousands of dollars to get started. There are specific type of trades that you want to make with small accounts. There's specific things you want to trade and things you want to stay away from. There's specific risk management, things that you want to implement in your trading, and we'll teach you guys all of this stuff to help you grow that small account, just like Zephyr. We got to welcome Jeffrey. Jeffrey's the newest member of the group. Now we're down to just 13 laptops. So Jeffrey just grabbed one. Everybody welcome Jeffrey. Guys, you can go to ttgoffer.com, enter the code TTG121, click apply code. The price will drop to the $1147. You see a laptop. That's how you know you're getting one. All right. You don't have to enter your address. You'll get a welcome email with instructions how to claim that laptop. And if you have any questions, you send a text right now to 786-505-4049. Don't be shy. We answer it's just a text message. Don't call, though. If you call, we can't answer. We'll answer the text message, ignoring your phone call. It's literally a text message only phone number. All right. So everybody can just welcome Jeffrey, the newest member of the group.
Yeah, definitely welcome, Jeffrey. I don't mean to cut this short, and sorry to cut you guys off, but I need to get going anyways and cook some early Thanksgiving dinner for my friends. We're having a Friendsgiving after Canadian Thanksgiving, so it might be a week or two late, but gonna go over and cook for them. So love you guys. Have a great night, and it was nice to see you all.
You too, man. Later, buddy.
Thanks a lot, Zephyr. Enjoy the night.
I love our people.
Dude, we have the best group of members. You know, it really is. It's amazing. We have the best group of members, and this is what makes TTG TTG. You know, you're not just going to learn from myself or the 9 other professional traders that are mods in True Trading Group. You're going to learn from members as well. You know, you're going to learn from members as well, and we have the most helpful. You know, the most helpful and the most successful group of traders that I have ever seen, that I've ever come across in my career.
Can I grill you on some questions real quick?
Yeah, of course.
You sure?
Of course.
All right. So what I want to do, is there anything else specifically market related that you want to go over? Other than the fact that everyone needs to be on the live stream on Sunday night, because next week is going to be wild.
Next week's going to be nuts. Yeah, next week's going to be nuts, guys. You want to set your reminders now because we're going to go live Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. You want to set your reminders now for that because the Fed meeting is next week. So Wednesday, we're going to get the Fed meeting, and we got to talk about what the game plan is for that. And I'll do that Sunday night at 8:30 p.m. So set your reminders now.
1 second. All right. So, question. I had a member in chat today say something, and I wanted to address it and bring it up. I need you to pay attention to what I'm about to say.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Leave the spy alone. It'll be there in a minute. Trust me. This member goes ahead and says, you know, they're about a week away from expiring their membership. And they said something to the effect of, the way that you present trading on a live stream is irresponsible because 92% of traders lose. And those people may not know better, but I know better. And, you know, I get a rep inside of chat for being a complete jerk, and I'm trying to keep it G-rated. But let me tell you something. I do try and keep an open mind and listen to people if they feel a certain way or whatever the case may be. So I said to this person today, I said, I think that's what you hear. You know, that's a regurgitated line from every ad that somebody says, 92% of traders fail. And while that is probably true, and it is true, most traders fail.
Yeah.
Most of those traders are failing having zero access to the right information, zero access to the right education, zero access to the right community. They're literally funding an account and going all in on something, trying to make it work.
Yes.
The reason I bring that up is because I said to him, I said, hey, I said exactly that. I said, and second of all, whenever we come on here, not once does Mike say, you are, hang on one second, let me shut my door just in case my kids come home. Sorry, we can cut this in post, right? We can cut this we're not live, so it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, right.
So what this person said was that, that's exactly what they said. And I said to him, I said, that is maybe what you're hearing or what you're interpreting, but what is actually said here every night and every day is that this is not easy. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is not overnight money. This is not something that you're going to sign up for and all of a sudden make a ton of money with. With that said, if you are willing to put in a little bit of effort, you don't have to do 40, 50, 60 hours a week if you don't want to. Put in a little bit of effort. Go through the courses. Reach out for help. Engage when you can. I don't believe that that 92% still holds up at that point.
No, I don't. Listen, that 92% of traders fail. That number is, I don't know how you can even calculate that number, but that number is probably true. But I could replace
the number is true. It's studies. It's like 92%. But
yeah.
But real quick, one more second. So what I'm saying is that you have inside of True Trading Group today, there was 2,500 people in chat midday. And I said, yo, everybody, anyone that's struggling, anyone that's down money, I went on the mic, I said, anyone that's having a hard time, anybody, come into this separate chat room. Let's talk about how we can help you. Right? And out of the 2,400 people or so that were in there, how many people came in? Do you know?
I don't know.
347.
So out of 2,400 people, 347 people went in.
What is that? 17%? Something like that? Probably off, but right? Do you know or no?
Oh, I don't know. I can't do that percentage off the top of my head. No.
2,400. Yeah, about 15%. Now, I know that that number is. I know that not 85% of people in True Trading Group are killing it.
Right.
But I know that call it 78. I'm a huge data guy. I look at a lot of things inside a True Trading Group and all of our stuff. 77 to 80% of True Trading Group members are making money, have made their membership fee back, and are becoming better traders. That is statistically what we have seen from surveys and speaking to people, so on and so forth. That number lines up with our retention rate,
right,
which is 78%.
Right.
And it falls in line with our refund rate, which is 2.6%.
Right.
I don't know how else, other than to make everyone submit a P&L, an audited P&L for thousands of people.
Right.
I don't know how else to track this, but this is, in my opinion, this is good. What I will say is this. Most people, right? Like, for example, guys, do me a favor. If you're on this live stream right now, type the number 1 if you know you can lose money trading. Type the number 1 in chat if you know, without a doubt, if you immediately know that you can lose money trading. Type the number 1 in chat. This is not a trick question. Type the number 1 in chat if you know for a fact that you can lose money trading. It's a lot of people, Mike.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Trading is risky, folks.
Hang on. I got to point to this. Here's my next question. You ready?
Yeah.
Here's my next question. Type the number 2 in chat if you know with the same conviction, not that you know that you can make money. Most people know, hey, it's possible to make money. But I'm talking the same conviction in your gut that you were like, oh, I'm typing the number 1 right now because I know that I can make money. I know I can lose money in trading. I'm going to hit that number 1 because I know it. With the same conviction that you just did, with that number 1, I want you to honestly type the number 2 if you know that you can make money trading. I bet you it's far less. Watch it. Far less. There'll be some, but it's going to be far less.
It's going to probably be a lot of your members that are currently successful.
That's fine. But the point that I'm trying to make here is as follows. These are all of our members, right?
Yeah.
These are all of our members. But the point that I'm trying to make is this. This person asked me today, why don't you ask in and on a live stream how many people are losing money? If you're going to ask how many people are making money, ask how many people are losing money. Let everyone see. Okay. He's like, why don't you do that? And I didn't have time to respond in chat. And I hope this person is watching right now. I really do. Here is why we don't ask that question on here. Ready? It's not just because it doesn't sound good. We've said a lot of things on here that don't sound good.
We've said a lot of things that don't sound good.
A lot of things on here that don't sound good. Okay? But here is why we don't say it. We don't say it because we say everything else behind it. That's part of it. We say, this is not getting rich quick. This is not easy. There's no secret. There's no this. So we say that over and over and over again. But also, we do not say, do not ask that question as a follow-up. Okay? Because of this. Most people know that you can lose money trading. A lot of people that are not in True Trading Group or that have never experienced that success or know that it's real, they just see somebody else doing it. And usually when you're watching this type of thing, that somebody else is someone like Mike saying, I'm making a bunch of money. It's not you guys. You don't need to know that you can lose money trading. Everyone effing gets it. We know you can lose money trading. Everyone knows. People need to know that they can make money trading. They need to know that it's real. They need to know that it's not BS, that not everything out there is designed to take your money and scam you. If you want something you don't have, you have to be willing to do something that you have not done before. If I want to know how to have fantastic eyebrows, I'm not going to go talk to a cat. I'm going to go talk to Mike. If I want to know how to, it's like that old saying, I'll use a golf saying. Everyone wants everyone wants to be everyone wants to, shoot for par or something, but nobody wants to take a golf lesson or something like that. Everyone knows you can lose money trading. If you don't, I don't know where you've been, but yeah, guess what? You will lose money trading. It's not you can. You're going to lose money trading. That's all part of the game. Do you not understand that? You have to know how to lose. We have courses that will teach you how to lose properly. You have to lose. Nobody goes on 100% win streak. It's garbage. You have to lose. Yeah, you do have to lose. Somebody says you don't have to lose. Yes, you do. Nobody wins 100% of the time. Anyone that tells you that they're a forever winning trader and they don't lose at anything, they're lying to you. That's a lie. It's all garbage.
Yeah. Anybody that says, oh, yeah, I have a 99%.
If you want to trade and invest, you have to know how to lose properly, or you are going to get your ass handed to you. It's like saying, I want to be a pro boxer, but I don't want to go sparring. I want to be a race car driver, but I can't make a 3-point turn.
You know how
You have to know how to lose. Here's an example. I made $120 today and lost $6. What is impressive about this is not the amount, but about the percentage. This person made $120 and was able to retain 95% of their profit today. I just did it on a calculator. It checks out. If they made 120 and they lost 6, that's 5%. They retained 95%. Trader by Blood, who's one of my most favorite people. I've been losing money and even signed up for STR and even lifetime member now. But I am learning how to lose properly and made 40% gain on my account today. Everyone wants to make a bunch of money. But here's the secret that no one's going to tell you about. In order to make a bunch of money, you have to know how to lose correctly. That's the truth. That's the truth.
That's right. That is correct. Yeah, I don't think I've ever come on these live streams.
I need to work on my analogies, but you get the idea.
Yeah, of course.
And it's not about what you have said. You don't even need to. Please, I'm asking you not even to defend what you say on here. Don't even acknowledge that. I just wanted to bring up a point in here that it is important that everyone understands that. You have to know how to keep the losses small so you can keep the wins big. GoFundMe Sarah says, I'm losing less and less. I was green for the year in July. Smooth Operator says, just like running a business. Absolutely.
It is a business.
It is a business. Maury Z was down 90K and is, when they joined, I believe, and is now only down 25K so far this year.
Hell yeah. Way to go, Maury. Little by little, man. We climb back little by little. Great job. Justin Darrow was down $7,000, including bags, when they joined. Now they're $3,000 in the green. Comment from Justin Darrow.
So that is why, there are people inside a chat that get, and on these streams, they get testy about, you only acknowledge the successes. No, we don't. No, we don't only acknowledge it. We celebrate wins and we acknowledge the losses and we learn from them.
Absolutely.
Everyone knows that you can and will lose. You have to know that you can do it. So in chat, one of the rules that we have is that if you're going to be upset and vent about losing money, if you're going to say, oh, I blew up my account, I lost, this sucks, this is BS, you could say all of that. You could vent, do what it's okay. But you're going to tell us why. You're going to tell us what you did to lose that money. You're going to tell us the mistake that was made to lose that money. So somebody else can learn from it, so you can learn from it, and we can move forward together. Same thing with the wins. If you have a giant win, if you make 1,000% in something, don't just say I made a bunch of money and sign off chat and say, hey, I'm going to go get steak and a yacht. Tell us what you did, or don't say anything. That is important. People need to know what you are doing when you win and what you are doing when you are losing, so that we can grow as a family and we can have a better chance at success. That is what this is. And I got to tell you, man, I saw a couple people today in chat, and look, Friday's a wild card stream, bro. Because we come on here and it's kind of like a wild card,
Yeah.
We're either joking around or we're or whatever. But this, this is important today. This is what I dealt with all day today in chat. And one of the things I wanted to touch on is this. You all have the ability in True Trading Group to reach out to us any time that you want. Wow, look at Sean Gallagher real quick. Read that.
Hell yes. Hell yes. That's what it's about. Oh, hell yes.
So listen up. I had somebody hit me up today. I had a member hit me up today and told me they were down $152,000. $152,000. They were a member for a year and a half. Right? Member for a year and a half. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, they come now and they start asking for help. I want you to understand that in True Trading Group, we are accessible to you. We are accessible. There is never a time where you are not going to be able to reach out to another member, to somebody else, to anyone. And I understand that reaching out for help is hard. I understand that reaching out for help is hard, and that it can, that there's a certain element of like ego and pride and things like that involved with it, whatever. But what am I supposed to do? And what is Mike supposed to do at that point? What is the expectation coming to us at that point? Why didn't you come to us when you were down 5,000? 10,000?
50.
Why wouldn't you, on True Trading Group, we give you access to the same simulator that's used at some of the top universities in the United States for free as part of your membership. Why didn't you use it? I have to pay for it regardless because you pay your fee to sign up, and whether you use the tools or not, I have to pay for it. You might as well get your money's worth. Why? It's so frustrating because so much of my life and Mike's life has now, been dedicated to literally trying to empower and help people, that when we see stuff like that and they come to us way after the fact, there's literally nothing we can do at that point. You know why? Because at True Trading Group, I don't have a super secret special course that's going to teach you how to get your 150 back. I don't have some special indicator that's going to fix that for you. So I don't know what to offer at that point. And it's frustrating and it's sad. And it doesn't have to be that way. This is not gambling, but the problem is it can easily be treated as gambling.
Oh, yeah.
That's the problem here. The problem is that it's not gambling, but it can definitely look like gambling.
Some people treat it that way.
It all depends on how you treat it.
Yeah. You have to make a decision when you decide that you're gonna start trading. You have a choice to make. You are either going to treat this as a weekend in Vegas or starting your dream business that you've always wanted to do, but never had the nerve to take the leap to start that business. You have to decide how you are going to treat this. And those people that treat it like a weekend in Vegas will similarly get results that they will tend to see with a weekend in Vegas.
And unfortunately, no matter how much money you pay us, no matter what Mike teaches you from what he learned at a hedge fund, I and Mike and none of the other people in there can give you the answer to that for yourself.
A good example of that, there's a member that I've done one-on-ones with, and I get, someone that I've been saying since last year, I thought the market's going to go down this year, right? And I told everybody, if you've been following our live streams, members of TTG, I've been saying, don't buy the dip in January, don't buy the dip in February, don't buy the dip in April, that this market was going lower. And we had someone that did not agree with that, and that's fine, that you don't have to agree with my thought process, but they were holding on to futures positions. They took a massive loss in the beginning of the year. And instead of getting out of that position, what that person did was they completely doubled down and they gambled. And they thought, oh, well, the market has to bounce at some point, so I'm just going to double my position. And then that was in April, and the market did not continue to move higher. We continued to move to the downside. And the person completely blew up their entire account. That's what happens when you take a gamble. Knowing that the market, now finally coming to the realization, okay, maybe the market is going to go down, but it has to bounce first. Let me double my position. If you're going to treat trading like that, like a complete and total gamble, that's how you're going to blow up your account. When people start, trading is not easy. I've never come on here and said, oh, this is easy as cake. You can do this with your eyes closed. Join TTG, you'll make $100,000 in your first month. Never said that to anybody that comes on these live streams. What I have said to you is, if you get an actual education and you have access to tools and resources that other successful traders use on a daily basis, we can improve the probabilities of your success. But you have to be willing to put in a little effort to actually get yourself educated and listen to the guidance that is being given to you by other experienced traders that have been doing this for a very long time. You can't come into this and just treat it as, you can't treat it like Vegas. You can't, yes, the 92% of people that just open up a Robinhood account and they go on Reddit and they just, mess around with options, not even having any idea what theta means or what delta means on an option. Why are you buying call and put options if you don't know what those things even mean? You don't know what implied volatility means? Why are you buying options? You have no business buying options. So yes, 92% of traders fail, but I'd be willing to bet you that probably 90% of traders never actually get a real education to try to learn how to do this. You can replace trader with any other profession without an education. That statement will still be true. 92% of construction workers that never get an education on how to operate machinery are going to fail. True statement. 92% of doctors that never go to med school are going to fail. True statement. 92% of lawyers that never go to law school will fail. True statement. Now, does that mean that 92% of traders that get educated will be successful? No. But I can assure you one thing, 92% of True Trading Group members are not failing. So you can't tell me
Not even
that an
close.
actual education and resources and a real community doesn't help. Because our members are living, breathing proof of that. So if you want it, you have to decide. If you want to treat trading like a weekend in Vegas, then all the power to you. You want to treat it like a FanDuel fantasy football or MGM blackjack online, then that's your that's what you want to do. Do it. But True Trading Group is not the place for you. Just go hang out on Reddit. Go join some stupid Discord with 50,000 other gamblers and go have fun. Best of luck. But if you want to treat trading like a business, like your business, and you're going to decide that you're going to become an entrepreneur and you're going to start a business that you're going to treat the same way that you would if you opened up a bakery on the corner, or you opened up a dog grooming store, or you opened up, a barber shop. If you're going to treat it like that and have that discipline and have that motivation and dedication, then TTG is the place for you. Myself, 9 other professional traders, Adam, and 10,000 members that have the exact same values and dedication as you do will help you through that journey. And that will result in a higher success rate than 8%. But it's on you. So
All true statements.
What?
All true statements, man.
Is it easy? No. But is it impossible? Also no. You have a lot of these members that are commenting in chat like, "Oh, I'm making money. I'm making money. I'm making money." These people aren't Wall Street professionals.
No. Some of them aren't even that smart. I know them.
They didn't graduate from Ivy League schools. They didn't start. They're not trust fund babies. If they can do it, so can you.
I mean, we have a mod named Geo. That dude's practically homeless.
You're such an
I'm just kidding. I love Geo, dude.
Geo, my man. Anyway.
Oh man.
So that's that.
Well, good times, guys.
Yeah. So yeah, guys. If you guys want to join the group, we've got this deal and incentive that's running here for the weekend. It's 48% off. You get a free laptop with it. You got to join before Sunday at midnight in order to get the discount. The price is going to go up Sunday at midnight. Next week's going to be a crazy week. It's your Fed meeting. It's one of the catalysts that can either fuel this rally further or pull the rug out from underneath it. And then the week after that, you've got CPI data. Again, another catalyst that can either fuel this market to the upside or pull the rug out from underneath it. These are 2 major catalysts, and you are running out of major catalysts. You got 2 of them coming up in the next 2 weeks. Don't try to navigate this by yourself. You've been on the wrong side of this rally, stop. Get inside a chat. Communicate with other members. Listen to myself and the 9 other pro trading mods. Hear what we have to say. Hear our thought process. Hear our analysis. Hear what we're doing. Hear what other members are doing, what other members are thinking. We're not going to be right all the time, but hear what everybody has to say. Stop trying to figure this stuff out by yourself. If it hasn't worked up to this point, what makes you think it's going to just magically start to work? If you want results, if you want to reach and achieve something that you've never achieved before, you have to do something that you've never done before. You can't just keep doing the same thing expecting a different result. We all know what the definition of that is. I don't need to be cliche with it, even though I basically just gave you 90% of the cliche. I won't give you all of it. Okay.
Insanity. Just finish it.
It's insanity. But that's it, folks. All right. So like I said, what I'll do right now is I'll show you guys the platform. Okay. So you can see everything.
Before you show them the platform, if you are not a member of True Trading Group and you stuck around for that speech, whether you signed up or not, type the letters TTG in chat. I just want to see if we spoke to anyone that was listening that was not a TTG member at that time. Just go ahead and type TTG in chat. J Trades. Oh, Supreme J just got a ticket for Trader Palooza. Jonathan Wilson, Learn to Earn. Alex Ramirez, Stephen Conway, Ready Trader 1. I'm outside the USA. So is a lot of our members, man.
A ton of our members are outside the USA. We have members all over the world.
You want me to show them?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Show them.
I love this.
Hey, guys, this is really cool. We're going to show you the map. We're going to show you the heat map, the TTG heat map, where we'll show you where all of our members are. We'll show you guys where all of our members are.
A lot of people still here that aren't members.
Yeah. Yeah, Adam, show them show them all the. I think that's really cool. That's cool.
It's loading, bro.
Oh, fine. Yeah, TC's outside the USA. They actually just joined yesterday. Market's moving to the upside also, guys. So we're now just broke over 390.
Here we go.
Here we go. Show them the map.
So what you're looking at right now is
That was funny. A moment later. That was funny.
what?
Nothing. It was a comment. It was just funny.
What you're looking at right now is a map of where TTG members are.
It's a map of Earth.
Huh?
I said you're like what you're looking at right now. It's a map of Earth.
Right. It's a map of the Earth, and as you can see, the Earth is flat.
The Earth is flat, and there's and there's duplicates. There's only one Africa, but
Right.
there's two of everything else.
Exactly.
Right.
This is what they don't teach you in school. Listen
Right.
up.
Right.
We have members all throughout the world. In the last 24 hours, there have been 8,742 unique logins to the True Trading Group platform in the past 24 hours. Now, if we zoom in a bit, you'll see where these places are. So
Look at all those members in Asia and Europe and the Middle East. I mean, just unbelievable.
And then, honestly, like Vladimir Putin's a member because there's one guy in Russia with an I'm sorry. It's not true.
It's not true.
But whoever, I mean, a lot of members in India.
Yeah. Look at Southeast Asia, man. We have a lot of members in Southeast Asia.
We're big in Southeast Asia. They love us over there.
Yep.
Got 3 members in Mongolia.
That's insane. I don't even know what Mongolia looks like.
I mean, I've eaten Mongolian beef.
Yes, this I had.
9 people in Manila.
The thriller in Manila, baby.
A couple people in Thailand.
Look at the UAE, Saudi. Look at Africa.
Yeah. I am always so proud of this fact. Guys, no matter what happens with True Trading Group, we won Because we got people in Nigeria to send us money over the internet. I'm just saying. We got people in Nigeria to send us money over the internet. We won. We won as a business at that point. That's all there is. There is no more. Okay? Shout out to Nigeria.
Shout out to Nigeria. Shout out to all of our Nigerian members.
All right. You can see here all throughout Europe. So it's not an exaggeration to tell you that True Trading Group is a global community and a global company.
Oh, yeah.
This is Hawaii for those that were confused why there were 64 or 64 people in the middle of the ocean. That's Hawaii.
You know, I didn't realize Hawaii was that south.
Yes.
Did not realize it was that far south.
South America. One of these days we're gonna
pop up in Antarctica.
pop up in Antarctica one of these days. But you guys can see the spread throughout the United States. Anyways, you get the idea.
Yeah, you guys get the idea.
So we got a bunch of people in Canada.
Oh, Canada.
So, guys, this is how many in Alaska? 6. 7 now. Now 6. Now 7. I don't know. All right. Awesome. Mike, take it away.
All right, guys. So what I'll do now, I'll actually show you the platform so you can see for yourself everything you get access to when you join the group. The price is going to be good until Sunday at midnight. Sunday at midnight, the price is going to go up. So you're good at the $11.47 price between now and then. There are 13 laptops available for the next 13 people that join True Trading Group over the weekend. You'll know that you're getting one of those 13 laptops if when you go to ttgoffer.com, you see a laptop inside of the checkout cart. That's how you know you're getting one. You do not need to enter your address to get the laptop. You'll get a welcome email with instructions how to claim the laptop after you join. You just have to go to ttgoffer.com, enter the coupon code TTG121, click apply code. That price will drop to the $11.47, and you guys will get the brand new free laptop and the double your money back guarantee. There are no upsells for courses and tools when you join True Trading Group. All of our courses and all of our tools are included in the $11.47 membership. Let me show you what all these things look like. You're going to get our chat room. This is where the mods and I share our screen with you. We open up at 7:30 a.m. Eastern. We stay open until after the market closes. Myself and 9 other professional traders are with you all day, calling out our trades, providing market commentary and analysis, and answering your questions. Every day the markets are open. We're not gone after 2 hours. We're there until the close. We sport an 80% cumulative win rate amongst the mods for now going on the last about 2 years. You'll also get to use our mobile app, which will let you see the screen share, listen to the audio commentary, as well as get real-time push notifications when the moderators enter and exit trades, so that if you can't be in front of your computer, as long as you have your cell phone, you'll know exactly what we are doing in real time. That's how so many of our 10,000 members can follow along with what we're doing during the day while they're working their busy full-time jobs. You're going to get 2 small private study group sessions with one of our pro traders to ask questions and speed up your learning curve. You're going to get Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed. This will cost you over $1,000 if you go to Benzinga directly. It is included when you pay $11.47 and join True Trading Group. Make sure you're always getting the news as soon as it crosses the wire without delay. TradingView's premium charting software, that's about $600 a year. It's included with your membership when you join True Trading Group and pay the $11.47. The Trade Ideas Scanner, industry standard to make sure you're focused on the best stocks during the day. Again, several $100s a year if you go to Trade Ideas directly. Streams on our platform every day, included in the $11.47 price point. ETNA's simulator. This will let you trade stocks and options with fake money while you practice implementing what you're learning. Use the simulator until you are profitable on the simulator, then start trading with real money. If you went to ETNA directly, it's going to cost you less than $1,000 a year just for this from ETNA. It is included when you join True Trading Group. This is the value of the platform that we have created. It is a platform. It is not a Discord. It's not just a chat. It's an entire platform that is built to empower retail traders and investors. You're also going to get our own proprietary scanner. This will let you create custom scans similar to FinViz Elite for those familiar with that scanner. You get dark pool data, unusual options activity, and options flow. This information would cost you hundreds of dollars a year if you bought it directly. It is included with your membership when you join TTG. A full trading performance journal that will track your trading and break your trading down to statistics and numbers. This is included in your membership. You don't have to pay $1 extra for it. You're going to get a social sentiment scanner that will go through Reddit, StockTwits, and Twitter and tell you which ticker symbols are being mentioned most on those platforms so you can stay ahead of the crowd. Analyst ratings on any stock you're interested in, buy, sell, hold. See how many analysts have those ratings on any stock. Insider buying, insider selling, short data, it's all included. You also get a watch list every day from the mods. We tell you what stocks we're looking at in the game plan and how we plan on trading them. And then you get all of our courses. Our courses are a simplified but expanded upon version of the educational program that I received when I was working at the fund in New York. There are no upsells for these courses. Every course is included with the 1147. You don't join, then there's VIP courses that are $1,000 extra. They're all included. There's beginner courses, advanced courses, options courses, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures, you name it. We've got all of it. It's all there for you. Then there's a video library that has 300 hours of more educational video content. These are workshops and webinars that we've conducted with members live. You can attend these as a full-time member. You can actually attend the workshops live. You can also rewatch all the workshops that we've done in the past. It's time you guys invested in something real. Now, I say this every night. I'll say it again. I can't guarantee you're going to be successful just because you joined True Trading Group. But what I can guarantee you is that if you go through our courses, pass our quizzes, and attend one study group, and do not make the $1,147 back at least once during your membership, I'll give you double your money, $2,294. That is the deal when you guys join the TTG family. I can do that without blinking an eye because we've only had to refund 2.6% of our users since 2016, and we have a retention rate of 78%. So based on those statistics, I can confidently tell you that True Trading Group has worked for thousands of people. And if you put forth a little effort, I think it can work for you as well. And that's why I'm able to back, and that's why I'm willing to back it up with a double your money back guarantee. But you've got to be willing to put forth a little bit of effort. We're 5-star rated on Trustpilot. Over 1,780 people have left us a review. Go read them. There's no better referral than one from your peers. Read the 5 stars, read the 1 stars, read them all. Get a real feel for what it's like to be part of True Trading Group. See what your peers have to say. And then you guys can go to ttgoffer.com. You can use the coupon code TTG121. Click apply code. The price drops to $11.47. You see a laptop, you're getting one. And you guys can do that before the crazy week that lies ahead for next week, which is going to be your Fed meeting on Wednesday. All hell's going to break loose. Make sure you guys are with me and the rest of the mods and the rest of the family in chat on that day so we can capitalize and take advantage of that movement that we're going to see. If you have any questions about this membership at all, don't hesitate. Send a text message to 786-505-4049. That's it, folks. Thanks for joining me tonight. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, turn on your notifications. We're going live Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. You don't want to miss it. I'll give you my entire game plan for the week. I'll see you guys there.